In this video, we will discuss certain questions and a quick revision. Okay, so some questions I will discuss with you so that you will get the idea how the questions comes and how you can write the answers. Okay, mention any two contrasting traits with respect to seeds in pea plants that were studied by Mendel. Okay, once again, mention any two contrasting traits with respect to seeds in pea plants that were studied by Mendel. Okay, so you can pause the video and you can answer that, then you can proceed. Okay, so from where you will get the answers, you have studied the different characters. Mendel studied from the table itself. Okay, it's dominant characters, it's recessive characters, all that is given in the form of a table. So from there only you will get. So the answer is seed shape and seed color. It was asked from the characters of seeds. You have to select the characters of seeds from the table and you have to write. Okay. A cross was carried out between a pea plant heterozygous for round and yellow seeds with a pea plant having wrinkled and green seeds. Okay, a cross was conducted out between a pea plant heterozygous for round and yellow seeds with a pea plant having wrinkled and green seeds. Show the cross in a Punnett square. Write the phenotype of the progeny of this cross. Then, what is this cross known as? State the purpose of conducting such a cross. Okay, question clearly you have to carefully you have to read. Show the cross in a Punnett square. That is the first part. Second part is write the phenotype of the progeny of the cross, of this cross. And what is this cross known as? State the purpose of conducting such a cross. So each part you have to answer and you have to see that what correctly you have understood the question first. Okay, pause the video and try to do by yourself. So first part is what you have to show the cross in the form of a Punnett square. Okay, so you can see that round yellow plants, they were heterozygous. So capital R, capital Y, small y. Wrinkled green will be recessive only. Okay, gametes you can see and you will write the gametes of one parent on the top and the other parent will produce only one kind of gamete, isn't it? As they are homozygous, small r, small y. Then you have to write the progeny in this table. Okay, so this is what you are representing, that cross in the form of a Punnett square. Okay, so next question is what? Write the phenotype of the progeny of this cross. Phenotypes of the progeny will be round yellow. Okay, you can see from the Punnett square itself. Round green, wrinkled yellow and wrinkled green. And the third question is, what is this cross known as? State the purpose of conducting such cross. It's a test cross. Test cross is what? Heterozygous parents. Okay, or F1 generation plants are crossed with what? Recessive parents. So that is only done here. And what is the purpose of it? It is used to find out the genotype of an individual with dominant phenotype. Okay, so round and yellow was the dominant phenotype, and to find out whether they are heterozygous or homozygous. Let's see another question. Given below is the representation of amino acid composition of the relevant translated portions of beta chains of hemoglobin related to the shape of human red blood cells. Question clearly you read. Given below is the representation of amino acid composition of the relevant translated portion of beta chain of hemoglobin related to the shape of human red blood cells. Okay, you can see the diagram here showing the what amino acids in a beta chain of hemoglobin. So where you have studied this you have studied in what, sickle cell anemia, isn't it? So now questions are like this. See, is this representation indicating a normal human or a sufferer from certain related genetic disease? Give reason in support of your answer. Okay, so first question is what? Is this representation indicating a normal human or a sufferer from certain related genetic disease? Give reason in support of your answer. You can pause the video and you can answer. The representation indicates a normal human. Okay, HbA is the normal peptide with glutamic acid at 6th position of beta globin. So if glutamic acid is there, that will be showing a normal person. Okay, so in sickle cell anemia condition, what happens? There, instead of glutamic acid, what comes? Valine comes. Okay, so as here in the polypeptide chain, it is showing what? Glutamic acid. It's a normal person's what polypeptide chain is shown. Okay, so it's a normal human being. Okay, next question is, what difference would be noticed in the phenotype of the normal to the sufferer related to this gene? Okay, what difference you can notice in the phenotype? Okay, so what is the answer? In normal individuals, they'll have what? Biconcave, disc-shaped RBCs. Okay, and whereas in the victims, okay, they'll have elongated sickle-shaped RBC. So you would have understood this is sickle cell anemia, isn't it? If glutamic acid is replaced by valine, then the shape of the RBCs will get converted to sickle cell. Okay, sickle cell shaped. Next question is, who are likely to suffer more from the defect related to the gene represented? The males, the females, or both males and females equally? And why? So you have to answer who will be suffering more, males or females, or both of them equally, and why it is so. Okay, so you have to write 2 parts in this question. Answer, you have to write in 2 parts. Answer is both males and females suffer equally. Why? Okay, here as this is not a sex-linked disease. Okay, it is a autosomal type of recessive disease. Autosomal recessive disease. So who will be suffering? Both of them equally.